basically we talking about him and Barabbas. They traded places. And like everybody said, like Pontius Pilate was somebody that was sort of fair. So when Pontius Pilate seen how the people was reacting to Jesus, he was like, okay, it's time for the custom. And this custom is every year I release one person. So it's this time. So I can see in Pontius Pilate's mind when he says, who do you want me to release? Barabbas or Jesus, the one that you call the Christ? In his mind, he knew without a shadow of a doubt everybody was going to pick free Jesus. Because Jesus haven't committed no murders. Barabbas is a murderer, a convicted murderer. So you got a convicted murderer, and the people, he said, who do you want me to release to y'all? The convicted murderer or the Jesus, the Christ? And he said that he knew they was envious of Jesus. So there go that word envious. What does envious mean? It's a way of saying they was jealous of Jesus. It's a way of saying that they didn't mean Jesus no good. Pay attention to people who are envious of you and people who are jealous of you. And I remember somebody told me it was cool to be jealous. I said, no, it ain't. I'm not about to be jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do that. Because when people are jealous of you, most likely they'll mess over you.
Yeah, they're going to harm you. Yes, can't trust
so,
them.
Amen. You got to pay attention. So he said he knew that they was envious. So that's why he put him up against him. So in his mind, like, you ain't going to pick no murderer. I know you not. Like, I just know you not going to pick no murderer. So who y'all want? And it says in the middle of why he was judging the matter, that his wife is telling him, hey, have nothing to do with this just man. Like, this is a just man. It said that I done suffered terrible things in a dream about this just man. Now, if you a king or you the governor, because Pilate is the governor, if you the governor and you about to rule on the matter and your wife come say she dreamed about it, okay, guess what? Pontius Pilate ain't no believer. His wife ain't no believer. Yeah. They work for Rome. For those that don't know, they work for Rome. They not no believers. They have a high position. He's the governor. So you know what a governor is. We have a governor of Texas. We ain't going to talk about him because he ain't about nothing. But we have a governor of Texas. So you know what powers that a governor has. Yeah. So he has the power to kill you or set you free. And right now, he's saying, who do you want to pick? And by his wife coming in there telling him that, I know that sparked something in his mind. Like, what is she coming to tell me about him for? And she said, I suffered in a dream many terrible things or bad feelings. So she had her intuition that Jesus was a just man. She said, have nothing to do with him. Don't harm him, don't hurt him, like, don't get involved in this situation because of my dream. And how many of us, boy, we have a dream, we be like, hey, man, don't do that. That dream might come true. Yeah. So she was able to see a vision, or she was able to see something going on. And I said that to say that God uses everybody and anybody. So God appears in somebody's dream that's not a believer. And the reason he do things like that is to convert people to become believers. And the last person to come and tell you something about somebody that don't know nothing about them. Like, how does my wife know about this man? How does my wife understand that this is a just man? Who told her that this was a just man and she's looking out for my well-being or my best interest by coming to tell me, hey, had nothing to do with that? Hey, man, that's what I have.